Should be just a phenomenal tag team contest. I cannot wait for this one, as this is a rematch from our January event. The great team of the Electric Centaurs, Jimmy Rockwell and Mike Seidel, taking on the champ, American Ground and Air.
Introducing first, the challengers, weighing in at a combined 385 pounds, and made up of the tag teams of the Rock Stars, Jimmy Rockwell and Rock and Roll Mike Seidel. Please welcome the Electric Centaurs.
I've been excited for this contest since the draw last month, and here it is.
15-minute time limit draw last month. Now the fans were calling for 5 more minutes. Sailor and Bash refused, and I don't think Todd Countryman, the leader of Genesis and the commissioner of 3XWrestling, would have allowed it. But to this month, because of that, they have a 20-minute time limit to work with, and the titles are on the line. Last month it was a non-title match.
And now making their way to the ring, they are the reigning 3XW Tag Team Champions. They weigh in at a combined 422 pounds, made up of the professional Ted Sailor and everyone's favorite wrestler, Nick Bash. They're the hardest hitting tag team in 3XWrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, American Ground and Air!
I hope someone's containing these small children, because I think they're about to attack American Ground and Air. The vicious response to our champions. They are not well liked here in Des Moines, and quite frankly, with their attitude toward Iowa in general, they're from Minnesota, they think they're superior.
Well, they do believe that all the best franchises come from Minnesota and none are in Iowa. I think the children have taken offense to that and their war of words with you. The kids are here to protect you, Midnight.
Well, here to protect me. I'm certainly no trained athlete. I don't know what this issue is Nate Bash and Sailor have with me. They always get in my face as they come out to the ringside area. They really just aren't friendly individuals. That's all there is to it.
Not at all, and they're not good representatives of Minnesota in general, because as we know, most Minnesotans are just fine people.
Minnesota is a tremendous state. My brother lives in St. Paul. I love visiting up there, but Des Moines, Iowa is the greatest city in the world. And you don't come down to Iowa and tell me, Mr. Des Moines, that we're a bad place.
Well, there's a reason they're here and we're not there. Let's say that. But for now, tremendous tag team contest. I'm excited.
There you see the Electric Centaurs with the classic rock, paper, scissors to determine who is starting the battle. You know, in the 80s, we saw the Rock and Roll Express, and that is one of those little rockers in the late 80s and early 90s. Certainly, they're two rocking individuals.
Well, rocking the tassels tonight.
This should be a tremendous battle. 4 of the top athletes in the Midwest. I mean, they all have so many credentials.
Ben Sailor immediately goes to that arm. We know what he's setting up for.
Well, here we are in 2012. Sailor and Bash were undefeated in 2011. They won the titles in June and have been just really impressive champions ever since, but they are known for using underhanded tactics. I mean, their abilities, and then they use the underhanded tactics to find a way to win.
Well, luckily for them, we don't keep score here in professional wrestling. Otherwise, you could have said that they would have lost last month based on writing time.
It went to a draw, as we know. In the event of a draw, the titles don't change hands. But Jimmy Rockwell had Sailor locked in that Boston Crab as the bell sounded. Moments away from a submission, it looked like.
I feel like tonight, American Ground and Air is going to come out and try and show everybody.
Oh!
They
Go
deserve
right
to
to
be
work on that
champs
knee.
still.
We saw recently Eric Cannon in that great Pure Wrestling title bout with Rockwell went to work on that knee as well.
And I've always said that's a really good idea when you're fighting someone who's a high flyer like Jimmy Rockwell. You can keep him grounded.
Nate Bash, he's a great technical wrestler, perhaps one of the, if not the best high flyer in 3X Wrestling, which is an issue these three men in general are having between Rockwell, Seidel, and Bash. Bash believes he's a better high flyer than two of our top high flyers here in Rockwell and Seidel.
Yeah, you could really go either way, depending on the night, on which one's the best high flyer of these three.
The real X factor here is Sailor, just such a powerful competitor, known for his technical wrestling mastery. He's almost without par here at 3XW.
Jimmy Rockwell's a pretty good technician in his own right. Not nearly as good as Sailor, but I will give it to him if they're going to use a technical battle. Jimmy Rockwell can stand a chance.
Mike Seidel in the ring now. He was the 2009 Pro Wrestling Illustrated Rookie of the Year. That is such a distinguished honor to earn. The likes of Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat have won that. He's also has a pretty well-known brother, Aaron, WWE star Evan Bourne.
Yeah, but let's just say, Mike Seidel has definitely come out and become his own man. He is not only the shadow of his brother.
Just a phenomenal,
sure.
just a mind-blowing competitor. As Bash quickly transitions from that great headlock by Seidel with a leg scissors across the head. Now Seidel is known for his technique on his headlocks, the way he uses that flexibility to bridge up with his opponent. Just look at this, it kipped up out of it. What athleticism, big arm drag.
That was a huge arm drag there. Look at him, he keeps a hold of the arm. Now that's smart because you keep Nate Bash on the ground, and that's just where you want him.
Both teams taking their time here in the early going. You can't blame them. Good tagging in and out here by Rockwell and Seidel as they are focusing on limbs. And that's real smart wrestling in this sort of environment.
I can't agree more.
Right to work in that left arm of Bash. Last time we saw these two, we saw Bash spike Rockwell, which a Michinoku driver almost won them the match. It looks like they're wanting to avoid any such slams from Bash again here, working over that left arm.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You want to avoid that entertainment driver with all you can because it will knock you out.
Sailor, blind tag there. Rockwell didn't see it. The smart veteran tag team wrestling. These two are going on their 7th year teaming together, which is really incredible here in the Midwest.
To go along with other years of singles competition. We know these two can do that on their own just as well.
All 4 of these men are just tremendous singles competitors. I think it's a great idea on the part of Rockwell and Seidel recently to decide to team together to go after the tag team gold. They've already proven to be worthy competitors for the tag team championship. Big drop kick there by Rockwell. Sailor's got the ropes.
He had him a little bit too close to the ropes there, but he's going to drag him over towards his corner. Smart tag team wrestling.
Sailor's 15 feet away from Nate Bash. Let's look at Seidel using the ropes to gain momentum on that stomp there. Wonderful technique. He's got him in a corral, snap bears him over. Drop kick to the shoulder blades.
And that was a good move because he was kind of getting close to his opponent, or excuse me, Nate Bash there. And so he quickly jumped on for the cover, and now he's turned it over into a headlock to prevent him from getting a quick tag to Bash. That's great tag team wrestling. That's all I'm trying to say.
Face lock upon her now. Look at Sailor. Oh, it's inverted atomic drop. Just a wonderful display of moves there by Sailor. Right into the arm wringer and the headlock. Seidel fights out, backs him up into the ropes. Oh, beautiful tag there. Leapfrogs over. What's this? Oh, man! Double monkey flip. Have you seen that before, Aaron?
Not recently.
Big body slam. Rockwell's going up top. Now he's got to watch. Nate Bash is on that side. This is dangerous. Oh! Look at Bash shaking the ropes. Smart move, though. Now, wait a minute. This is a dangerous position for Rockwell to be in right now.
Well,
very dangerous. He is grapevine that leg over the ropes.
And not just over the ropes, he's over the metal bar there.
Oh! Just like that, Sailor sets up the referee, and Bash knocks Rockwell's cranium hard with that drop kick.
Corner there to check on Rockwell.
I didn't see it there, Aaron, but Did Rockwell's head also hit the ring post on that drop kick or not?
Well, you know, it may have, but I didn't see it from the angle either.
Big chop. You can hear that back at the Capitol building.
Right now, just delivering clean stunts.
One thing the challengers need to keep in mind, and just the fans at home need to keep in mind, when you're used to wrestling in a tag team, your body gets used to wrestling in short bursts. And compared to singles competitions where you really got to keep your, I don't know how to describe it.
Your endurance.
Yes.
Probably. But I'd say right now, Seidel and Rockwell, they're most common singles wrestlers. So going into this tag team contest, they might be used to
Absolutely.
that.
I mean, tag team wrestlers are more prepared for a sprint, whereas singles competitors deal with more of a long distance run.
And they wrestle that way too, though, with slower paced moves. In tag team matches, you typically see high action, high pace.
Oh! Pulled down by the hair.
You pull him by the hair and it's going to hurt.
Oh, look at Bash. Real classy guy, that Nate Bash.
Well, it may not be classy, but it's smart. You keep your opponent's hand away from your other opponent's hand.
You know, recently after an event, some children asked Nate Bash for an autograph, and the guy denied them. What is that?
You know what? He calls himself an entertainer, but he's not doing a good job. Not when you turn away from the kids. Now, what do you think of the strategy of putting most of the damage on Jimmy Rockwell, the bigger competitor?
Nice cover there by Sailor as he hooked the leg. Well, you know, they know of that knee issue Rockwell had at the hands of Eric Cannon, and they know, I mean, quite frankly, early on in the bout, Rockwell was taking the most damage, so they are exploiting that right now. Seidel is just a very emotional young man. They know if he gets the tag, he might be such a flurry, he might open himself up to damage in his owner.
I agree there, too. Also, the fact that if they ever make this a one-on-two battle, you'd rather have it against the smaller opponent than Mike Seidel.
Well, and Rockwell's the more experienced competitor of his team. Seidel has only been wrestling, what, 4 years now?
Can you imagine? In only 4 years, he's accomplished so much.
Oh, that's incredible.
Not to say Jimmy Rockwell hasn't accomplished much. I mean, man, this team here, we're dealing with long-term champions. Let's say that.
Now they're using underhand attacks to the full effect. He's choking the life out of Rockwell right now.
Jeremy Robb a little bit distracted with Seidel in the corner. That's that inexperience against a second-year tag team.
With Sailor Bash, they've literally had 2 refs at ringside area to deal with their matches, and they still come out on top as champions. Wow, what an elbow there.
That was huge. And you see the momentum he got by going down to the mat and coming up. I mean, you throw that elbow under the chin, you're going to knock the guy's tooth out.
Seidel desperately wants to tag here.
So does Jimmy Rockwell.
Oh! They're a long ways from a tag here. Just look at this. Sailor with the foot to the throw. Now he's got his hands on Jeremy Robb. That should be a disqualification right there.
In most cases, but I think in a tag team title match, Jeremy Robb's using his discretion.
But he should be, quite frankly. If it's a DQ here, the champs would remain the champions. What a shot there by Ben Sailor.
A kick like that will knock you into tomorrow.
It's a series of round kicks he likes to use. Calls them one kick, one kill.
Look at Sailor positioning himself between the challengers here.
It's a smart strategy. Bash is focused on the crowd. Oh! The crowd got to these guys, and there's the tag. Assist goes to the great fans of 3XWrestling. Absolutely. Seidel's a house of fire. Tremendous drop kicks. Look at this handspring. Elbow. That brought the crowd to their feet. I love it.
The avid gymnast uses his
We're
moves.
getting wild here in Des Moines. Tornado DDP assisted off Ben Sailor.
And Bash was planted there.
Big corner clothesline.
Sailor's still the leader.
Skins the cat up. This is just the way he uses the ringside environment to his advantage. It's just so impressive. Bulldog, this is it. New champs, no. Close. I thought we had new champions there.
Surely. And you know what? I think they were banking on Seidel to be too emotional to hit his moves. That's not stopping him.
Oh, jawbreaker.
Maybe there, though.
Silencer there by Nate Bash, or Ben Sailor, excuse me. Oh, Seidel works out of that one. Oh, big backcracker.
It didn't quite happen.
Sailor tried to avoid it, but he got just enough. Look at this. Nate Bash is nowhere to be seen. Sit out gourd buster. And what's Seidel sitting up for here? Big splash.
That's something you'd see Nate Bash do.
What a move by Seidel. This Rockwell going up top. Rock on bomb. Nails it. He's getting the cover.
Champs.
We got new champions. Nate Bash came in the ring with the belts.
Wow.
We've got new champions.
Your winners and new 3XWrestling Tag Team Champions, the Electric Centaurs.
And in their first shot at the titles, they have dethroned a team that has been champions dating back to June, undefeated all of last year.
That was unbelievable. When he hit the rock on bomb, you could just tell it was over.
What just a tremendous flurry of high-impact, high-flying moves. Just a perfect strategy to rid the champions of the titles.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Wrestling on TV is fun to watch, but you gotta see it live. 3X Wrestling has events all over Iowa, and we want you there. Experience the on-site action, visit the 3XW store, and meet the wrestlers, including national and regional favorites, TNA wrestlers, WWF and WWE Hall of Famers, NWA champions, and of course the all-stars of 3X Wrestling. Hours of wrestling entertainment for $15 or less. Monthly TV tapings take place at the Baradas at Forte 3XW Coliseum in downtown Des Moines, the fourth Friday of every month, where doors open at 7 and bell time is 7:30. Check out 3xwrestling.com for more details and to sign up and find out when we're coming to your community. 3X Wrestling, you gotta be there.
This is such a monumental moment here at 3X Wrestling as we're awaiting the return of Perry Saturn to the Midwest for the first time in a decade.
He stands 6'2". He weighs in at 225 pounds. He's from the great city of East Dubuque, Illinois. And he's accompanied by his manager, 3X Wrestling Commissioner Todd Countryman. Ladies and gentlemen, Gage Octane!
Right now, Gage Octane is just showing up for this crowd. Let's see.
He stands 5'10". He weighs in at 248 pounds. Hurling from Boston, Massachusetts. Multi-time WWE, WCW, ECW champion. Ladies and gentlemen, a big 3XW welcome for Perry Saturn.
This is just tremendous. Perry Saturn, I could barely get a hold of myself here. Perry Saturn was already perhaps the biggest nutcase at professional wrestling, and then he turned to drugs.
Well, we're glad to see that he is here with us tonight.
I have no idea what to expect. I can't tell if I know he's been working out hard. I can't tell if he's already out of shape and blowing up or what's going on here. He's a wild man here, and I love this. This is so tremendous. Look at this.
tell you, Gage Octane is a great competitor. Not only is an orthodox offense, he's got a pretty good one himself.
Oh,
how is he going to contend with
such a
this?
challenge for Perry Saturn.
And you know what? Gage Octane is on a hot streak. I have to say it
Now
myself.
Perry Saturn's taking a seat outside the ring now.
What a good guy.
You know, I want to point out, he's such an inspiration, this Perry Saturn. As he fully admits, he had just a really tremendous career in professional wrestling. A big star in the late 90s and the early part of 2000. Competing in the WWE, WCW, ECW. He's a multi-time champion. And then, just unfortunately, he turned to drug use. Found himself homeless for 2.5 years. He's very open about this, and he likes to talk about this now because now he has been sober for over 3 years. He's got his life back on track. It's just a tremendous story. Now he's turning back to pro wrestling so he can go back on the road and kind of use himself as an example of how you can come back from tremendous issues in your life. So.
What a great guy. I mean, when you have a good message like that to send, you should do it whatever you can to spread it. And congratulations to Perry Saturn here.
Now, this is only his second match back in over 7-8 years now. He made an appearance, he made his return to wrestling last fall, and now here, his first time ever here to 3X Wrestling. And look at this, from the get-go. Doesn't look like he lost a step there.
Now, I would believe that Perry Saturn forgot more about wrestling than even Gage Octane knows.
Oh, and he's even said that himself, I believe. I mean, as far as he's forgotten more about wrestling than a lot of people even know. Gage Octane, a very savvy veteran competitor, a former 3XW heavyweight champion.
I'm not going to take it away from Gage Octane. The man is on a hot streak, and it's bona fide. And tonight, a victory over Perry Saturn would put him in that 3XW title picture for sure.
And you know, one of the biggest tragedies in what's happened with Saturn, it's great that his life is back together. He had the most eclectic collection of wrestling gear of really anyone I can think of. And unfortunately, he lost every piece of that wrestling gear he used to own. And now, as he makes his way back in the ranks of pro wrestling, he's trying to earn some more money, make the big bucks to help really flesh out that gear collection once again.
And I would say 3X Wrestling is the place to come when you need money. Get a victory here, we'll give you the big bucks.
And really, I would venture to say he's really showing he's in very tremendous shape here tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gage Octane didn't expect that. He looks a little thrown off.
None of us knew what to expect here tonight. I mean, this is a man, Aaron.
That's absolutely true.
Now he's dancing with a woman in the crowd. This is a man that people legitimately thought was dead for what, 2 or 3 years, because no one had heard from the man. He dropped off the face of the earth. Apparently he's spending time on Saturday.
Apparently. Well, there's one of those moments where you know the Gage Octane's been wrestling a little bit more recently than Perry Saturn. Kind of caught him there.
Look at this, could be the Death Valley Driver. Oh no! What a move into a flapjack style hold.
Yeah, not a bad move there either.
Perry Saturn's been working out hard, and man, I am more impressed with him as this match passes him each minute. Oh!
Flapjack of his own there into the ropes.
A series of moves there by Octane, and Saturn is down. Could be knocked out cold. Kick out by Saturn.
Now we're going to really see where Perry Saturn is in his conditioning. This Gage Octane's about to take over.
Todd Countryman on the outside of the ring has yet to get involved, but I imagine at some point, anytime he has a chance, he'd love to become a part of this action.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Now he's choking him on the bottom rope. There's the involvement of Countryman. That's the one thing Saturn lacks right now, is somebody on his side out here other than... And here we go. This is his chance. He gets up to his feet first.
The suplexes now. Saturn, a master of the suplexes. Big clotheslines.
Now he's looking to his friends.
This crowd is rallying behind Saturn.
Here we go!
What's he setting him up for here? Oh, brain buster Good night. Oh, Todd Countryman.
Oh, kidding.
Come on. Come on, Countryman.
I hope he pays.
Blatant disregard for the rules. Jeremy Robb hit hard. Jeremy Robb hit the ground very hard. He's holding his knee. Now, wait a minute. Come on. Countryman in the ring with Saturn. Nail him. Oh, what a clothesline. Roll up. He did it. Saturn wins. What a win for Perry Saturn.
Do for the relationship of Octane and Countryman.
Well, they've been on some shaky ground lately, but Perry Saturn, my God, what a performance. I am shocked. I'm literally shocked. He looks tremendous.
Congratulations to this man.
Doesn't even go up the ramp. Just goes back through the production. What a,
Why not?
what a wild man. I love it.
Perry Saturn wins in 3X Wrestling.
I tell you what, Perry Saturn, that's the guy I want to hang out with right there.